All right, if you're a video artist or a VJ, I know you've got it. That digital graveyard of old footage, right? Grainy camcorder clips, blurry web rips, maybe some forgotten VHS tapes. What if I told you that you could take all that forgotten stuff and make it look so crisp, so absolutely majestic that it could play on a huge screen at a film festival? Well, today, we're going to break down exactly how to do it.
So, just think about your archives for a second. All that low-res footage you've been hanging on to for years, is it just destined for the digital trash bin? Or is it actually a hidden treasure just waiting for you to resurrect it? That's really the big question here. We're not just talking about cleaning up a video. No, we're talking about a complete and total transformation. And to get there, artists like us are now facing this really fascinating fork in the road. There are two incredibly powerful but fundamentally different AI technologies you can use, and choosing the right path, or maybe even learning how to combine them, that's the key to unlocking your creative vision without, completely destroying your budget.
Okay, so path number one is what we call interpolation. This is the tech behind the classic AI upscalers like the Proteus model. Think of it as a brilliant art restorer. It looks at the pixels you already have and intelligently enhances them. It sharpens the edges, it reduces the noise, it makes all that existing information clearer. It's like restoring a classic painting, not creating a brand new one.
Path number two is generation. And this is where things get really wild. This is the revolutionary stuff behind the new Starlight model. It's powered by the same kind of AI magic that creates those incredible images from text prompts. It doesn't just enhance what's there, it actually understands what it's looking at. A face, a car, a building. And it generates brand new, plausible detail from almost nothing. This isn't restoration, my friends. This is resurrection. So let's just boil it down to the most crucial point. Proteus enhances what already exists. Starlight reconstructs what has been completely lost. One is a master technician, the other is a miracle worker. And trust me, understanding this one simple difference is everything when it comes to your art, your time, and, yep, your money.
Okay, let's head down that first path. Let's talk about Proteus, the artist's workhorse. This is your reliable, practical, and, most importantly, controllable tool that really is the foundation of a professional video artist's workflow.
So why is Proteus the absolute go-to for so many people? Well, first off, it's affordable. You pay an annual subscription, you get unlimited use on your own machine. It's also pretty fast, at least by AI standards. But for an artist, this is the real kicker: control. You get all these granular sliders to fine-tune the output. So if you're a glitch artist, for example, the last thing you want is the AI to fix your beautiful, intentional data moshing. Proteus respects your creative choices.
And that control is just incredibly powerful. I mean, just look at these settings for glitch art versus, say, anime. For glitch, you keep the compression and detail recovery way down, close to zero. You want to preserve all those beautiful artifacts. But for anime, you crank up that compression reversion to get those super smooth, clean lines. This level of control is exactly why we call it the workhorse.
So, what does this look like in the real world? Well, let's say you want to render a full 2-hour VJ set from 1080p all the way up to 4K on a pretty standard artist laptop, something with an RTX 4060. You're looking at about 8.5 hours. It's the perfect set-it-and-forget-it overnight render. Practical, predictable, and really, really powerful.
But now, let's talk about that second path. Meet Starlight, the miracle worker. It offers a level of quality that honestly seems impossible, but as we're about to see, that miracle, it comes at a very, very steep price.
And hey, you don't have to take my word for it. The reaction online to Starlight has been absolutely electric. When people see what it can do to truly awful, horrible footage, jaw-dropping is the phrase that just keeps coming up again and again. It can do things that were just science fiction a year ago.
And this is why. It's not just sharpening something. It can look at a tiny, blurry smear of pixels from an old VHS tape, understand, oh, that's a human face, and then literally generates plausible eyelashes, skin pores, and details that are completely, utterly gone from the source video. It is actually creating new information. It's insane.
But, and this is a huge but, here's the catch. The sheer computational power for this is immense. If you want to render that 2-hour film at 4K using Starlight's fast cloud servers, it will cost you somewhere around $1,200. Yeah, for a single render.
So you might be thinking, okay, forget that. I'll just render it on my own laptop. Well, that same 2-hour movie on that same RTX 4060 laptop would take about 25 days. 25 days of non-stop rendering. So your choice is either a massive bill or a completely impossible timeline.
So this right here, this is the VJ's dilemma, laid bare. With Proteus, 1 annual fee, about 9 hours of your time overnight. With Starlight, you either shell out $1,200 in credits for speed, or you tie up your machine for almost a month. For most working artists, neither of those Starlight options is really sustainable.
And this quote from a user in the community just sums up the frustration perfectly. You pay for the software only to realize that the most powerful new feature is going to cost you 4 times more just to use on a single project. It's a really tough pill to swallow.
But what if this is a false dilemma? What if you don't actually have to choose between the workhorse and the miracle worker? See, the professional workflow isn't about choosing one path. It's about building a smart bridge between them.
Here's the elegant solution. It's a hybrid strategy. Step 1. You render your entire 2-hour set with Proteus. Overnight, it's fast, it's affordable, and it makes 95% of your footage look fantastic. Step 2. You go through and isolate your hero clips. You know, just that handful of the absolute worst, grainiest clips that really need that miracle. Step 3. You use the powerful, expensive Starlight only on those few short clips. You see, bulk process with the workhorse, and then do precision polishing with the miracle worker.
And that, right there, is the sweet spot. This hybrid strategy gives you that maximum jaw-dropping quality precisely on the moments that need it the most, all while keeping your entire project practical, affordable, and on schedule. It's just about working smarter as an artist.
So now you have the map, you have the workhorse for the long road, and you have the miracle worker for that impossible climb. The real question is, as you look back at that digital graveyard of your own forgotten footage, what lost story are you going to choose to resurrect?